Come along with me to celebrate my 30th birthday on an 8-day cruise with my best friend aboard the Carnival Panorama ship. So we're at C-Day brunch. I'm gonna have my pancakes. It's gonna be a good time today. We're just gonna be chilling. And yeah, I'm excited. For my 30th birthday aboard the Carnival Panorama ship, of course, we started off with some breakfast. I have a video about everything we ate while on this cruise. But after breakfast, we were heading over to the Tina Turner dance class. Here we are passing the sushi spot, the Alchemy bar, as well as the steakhouse over to the right. That's the Fahrenheit Steakhouse. And this was a pretty chill morning. As you can see, a lot of people were probably sleeping in or they were out on the pool deck. But this is the Fahrenheit Steakhouse. I haven't tried it yet, but it is extra. I believe it's either $48 or $49 per person. This bar right here, the Alchemy bar, is very popular. They have different drinks. Normally it's super crowded in the evening, but this is the layout of it on the Carnival Panorama ship. On the Mardi Gras celebration and the Jubilee, it is a different style. Over to the right, you'll see the Pixels Gallery, which I headed over there because Gold VIFP member, which means I get a free pin every time I sail. And so I always make sure I grab that. I honestly don't even have them on any type of lanyard or anything, but I plan to eventually. And as you can see, they have these little monitors that you can view all your pictures that they take while you're on the ship. It's kind of chill in that area until the last day, of course, when everyone's trying to buy their photos. So I recommend either looking on the Carnival Fun app while you're on your cruise, just every day checking out what pictures you taken, like them so that you can kind of have an idea of which ones are your favorite. And then you can always order them on the app. But if you want to see them on a bigger screen, you can obviously see it at the Pixels Gallery. And then over here, they have the Java Blue Cafe, and they have shakes there. They have cupcakes and coffee. This section is extra, so it's not included in the cost of your cruise fare, just to let you know. And then here we are headed over to the area where they have all the trivias and dance classes like this Tina Turner dance class you're about to see my friend and several other sailors participate in, so enjoy.
Right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap, okay? Forward, head forward, head forward, head forward, look away, 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 okay? River and do it one more time. We rolled down to roll up and roll down to roll up to roll down the river and get ready to do. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? We da da ba ha. And feel it, you know what I mean?
As you can see, my friend thoroughly enjoyed her time with the Tina Turner dance class and clearly made it to the end where she was head to head with another sailor, and it was all for fun. But it was time to eat again. This time I went to Guys Pick an Anchor for the C-Day barbecue lunch buffet. That is one of my favorite meals on board. They were about to close in a few minutes, so we made it right on time. As you can see, there's plenty of seating, and they often have live bands in this area, and they have their own bar menu, so that's pretty cool. But here we are headed to the side of the ship. They have all the seating over here, but it was kind of a gloomy day. For the barbecue lunch buffet, they have different meat options like brisket, chicken, and pork. They have sides like macaroni and cheese, beans, and collard greens. And then after you order, you have several barbecue sauces on the side that you can choose from to add your own flavor to the meat. So make sure you come here when you're on your next Carnival cruise. Some sausage. What else? All three of these.
All of them?
All three, yeah. And this is what my plate looked like before I added sauce to the meat, but my friend is a vegetarian, so we couldn't eat here for both of us, so we went to Cucina del Capitano for her to have some pasta. When they're open for lunch, they have a DIY pasta bar. And then they do have a dinner menu, but it is an additional cost. It's not included in your cruise fare. The only inclusions for food for dinner is the main dining room and, of course, the Lido Marketplace, aka the buffet. Now, I've tried their dinner menu on the Celebration, but the food in the main dining room to me is very good, so I don't feel like I need to pay extra for the other restaurants, even though I do want to try Fahrenheit Steakhouse one day. So here is Caesar salad, bread, and some pasta. They brought that by accident because she doesn't eat meat. That was a shrimp scampi pasta, but this was what she actually ordered. And, you know, like I said, it was a DIY menu. You kind of like fill in what you want.
Who knows the artist, too? Oh, yeah. I love the confidence. Who thinks they're going to win today?
This looks good.
Okay. Moving on to
Empanada pie.
three.
Empanada
This
and pie.
is song number 3. For question number 6, actually. So question number 6 is this one.
This was my first time noticing this like empanada area, but this was really good. We got 2 different empanadas. We did trivia. And then as we left, we saw this iris art, which is like pictures of your eye. But next we headed over to the Serenity adult only area bar. My friend wanted a drink. Here it is. It was nice and peaceful over there as always because it's adult only and it's just, there's already so many bars on board that people don't think about this one. So definitely check this Serenity area out because as the selling goes on and people explore more, it definitely gets more crowded. And if you want to see a full tour of this area, then check out the video above. Now, next up, we were visiting the Cloud9 Spa to watch the acupuncture demo. They have a lot of different demos while you're on the ship, of course, to get you to pay for a service. I have not received a massage or any type of service while on board, but I do want to stay in one of the Cloud9 suites just so that I can have that thermal like access area, and I think I'll do that on my next Carnival cruise. But here you see my friend getting the acupuncture demo. I was too scared to try it, but I probably should have. After the demo, we just took in the views from this part of the ship. Here on that right side was like the kids splash pad area, and then look, we're literally in the middle of the ocean. My friend was just like, how big is this world? Like, it's just so crazy that we're in the middle of the water. But anyways, the next activity for the day was the basketball tournament. Now, as you can see, people are in there, you know, the guys mostly, but my friend played basketball in high school, so she wanted to prove to herself that she still got the game. But this day she just wanted to scope out the competition and get herself ready. And then we headed to the room. As you can see, we got our talent animal. I think this is an elephant, but let me know what you think it is if I'm wrong. And then I got changed to go to the gym. My friend took a nap and I was like, it's my 30th birthday. I need to get active, start this new, you know, era of my life off right. So I had already reached my goal of running a half marathon and a marathon before my 30th birthday. I finished that like a few months before my birthday, but I just wanted to start off like in a healthy way, even though I'm eating so much on the cruise. But hey, it doesn't matter. You're on a vacation, eat as much as you want. But for me, I feel better when I burn at least some of the calories. But here I am just walking back to our room to get ready for my birthday dinner. Now, I would have loved to go to the steakhouse, but 1, since my friend's vegetarian, and 2, we decided to spend all our money on excursions. Here we were in the main dining room again, but it was pretty good. And then for the night entertainment, of course, I was in the Punchliner Comedy Club. I love comedy shows, especially on a cruise. Like, I'm basically at every single one, the rated R ones, the kid-friendly ones. I love the comedy show. So here we are. I was thinking about getting a drink, so here I am looking at the drink menu, but I guess they were just super packed and they didn't really come in our direction. So that was fine because we were going to go to the Alchemy Bar. Elegant night. It's my birthday. Elegant night. This was my first time trying a drink at the Alchemy Bar. On all my other sailings, it's normally like just super crowded, but luckily we were able to get a drink. I was very excited with this experience. We just asked them for something sweet and they definitely delivered, and it's just a vibe at that bar. And my friend and I also met some people at this bar. People are just super friendly, at least on this sailing. I can't speak for every single sailing, but if you are a solo cruiser, just know they have solo mixers. If you're single, they have the singles mixer. So definitely go to those so that you meet other people and you're not literally on the ship like by yourself, and just enjoy the activities that they have because there are so many things to do. I don't see how people come on social media and say that cruises are boring because they just need to get out. Like, you got to get out of your room. You got to go to the events. You got to go to the activities and talk to people, because you never know who you can meet on the cruise. There's people from all over the world, especially the crew. Like, talking to the crew is very interesting and fun, like, because they come from literally all around the world. But look at our drinks. They came out very good. I was very happy. After that, we went over to the Havana bar, and it was packed in there. They had the Latin music going, and trust me, everybody was up in there. There probably wasn't even any seats available, but they have their own bar in there. Obviously, this by the Havana Suites, and people were dancing there, having a great time. So don't forget to check out this area if you like to dance. Then this is the place you want to be at night, because they had it lit up in there. Let me tell you, it was packed. It was hot up in there. They have their own bar where they have their own drinks. My friend was getting it. And then we passed by the piano bar after.
Well, then where were you going?
If you're really old, there's nothing wrong.
And then we walked out to the Lido deck area, where at night and in the middle of the day, they have movies that you can watch, and you can, you know, swipe your card to get a blanket or two to relax and enjoy the movie. And last but not least, we ended the night with going to the adult game show, which was my first time going to this. I don't know if they've had it before and I just missed out. And we were too tired from our fun-filled day to go to the club. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely check out my Carnival Cruise playlist and let me know what you want to see next on my channel.